Okay, good day. So, brief walkthrough of the system. So, this is the home page. The home page, when you have admin, this is the admin login. So, admin has privilege to everything we see here. So, you have preview to see your average score by each subject in the current term or the current section, the student distribution by classes. Then the performance by classes. You see the upcoming birthdays will be listed here. Then the fee structure there, fees, the total fees will be there. Here you when you point on the icon, it will give you 2,800 and the fees paid 2,600. The balance left, you will see it here. So you can from a diagram or visualization, you can see the progress of your fees. All right. So the chat side gives you when you click on it, you can open a chat from a parent, and when the parent is live online, you can have a live chat with the parent. When you have the students where you can see all your students, you can select a particular class and it will export the class data for you. You can export all data as here as well. Sorry. You can add a new student from here. Now, when you add a new student, you enter the student details here. The mobile number is very important because the system will use the mobile number to generate a username or user account for the parent. So it is very important to input the mobile number. And the mobile number, please input one. Then after inputting it here and you want to add another one, you can edit and add, because the one you input here it will use it as an account username. So when you input two, it will make it very long. So one will be okay. Now you can also filter by class, by gender, by whether active or inactive. You can make the filtering here. Then you can print your current view. You can export the current view. That is the current view you are seeing here. You can make those exports and those things. Now when you come to attendance, now you have attendance analysis for today. So today's attendance analysis will be written here, the total attendance, the total females and the total males. You see them here. Then on your right here, when you click on this one, it says attendance summary for today for each class. So when you click, it will bring each class. So maybe class one, you have your total present 20, total absent 30. Class two, total present 10, total absent 2. You have that data here. You see everything here. Now, the data here too gives you all the how do you call it? All the attendance in the system. So now you can filter by class from which date to which date. You can make that export. You can export to Excel, then you can make your analysis there. Yes. Ah. So now when you want to mark an attendance, you select which class you want to mark. So maybe I want to mark class 2 and select class 2. It will bring the student in the class, all the students. So you have two students and it's automatically present. So you can change it to absent, then you submit. So I'm making them, then you submit and it's successful. Now you see the analysis comes. So we have one male, one female. You have total attendance for today two. Then when you click here, you see class two. You have two presents, zero absence. That's it for attendance. Now collect feeding fee. When you want to collect feeding fee, you can select which class you want to take, maybe class one. Then it will bring out all the classes. So this amount paid here, it picks the amount from the database. So the administrator's amount that has been configured here, feeding feeding amount. You see this feeding amount for each classes. So class one is paying 10 cedi and it will appear here. You can change this amount though. Then you can even export to Excel or CSV. Then enter it yourself, then come and upload it. Then you save. All right. So that is it for entering feeding fee. Now drop off and pick up. Now this is for students coming to school. So who brought the student? Who came to pick the student? So what you do is you first enter search for the student, maybe FR. What student do I have in the system? Let me just use Johnson. So I select Johnson. So in the morning, I choose today's date. Then drop off by Mr. Asari. Alright. So the time, I choose the time, maybe 8:35 a.m. Now I'm not supposed to, because it is in the morning and I want to enter who brought the person. I'm not necessarily supposed to add the pickup. I can just submit. Then you can see it here. So um, Johnson was brought to school by Mr. Asari around 8:35. Now it is closing, so someone else comes to pick the Johnson. So you search for Johnson's name. Now you select the same date, today's date, but you don't need to select the drop off by and drop off time because it is already there. So what you do is, who is taking the child to the house? So it may be Mrs. Asari in pick up time. So maybe around 4 or 3, 3:35 p.m. Then if you have any notes, maybe you can put it there. Or if you don't have, you leave it there. Maybe brought white car, something. Then you save. Now when you save, it appends. So you see it has updated the record. Then now you have the whole record. So that's basically for drop off and pick up. So you have your data, you have all the data here. You can search for a particular student and you have the student's data. You can print, you can make analysis. Then you have the old students and it's already there. So self-explanatory. Now you have the staff. This is where you add staff and create account for them. So when you come to staff, you go to add new staff. Then you can create account for the staff. You can enter username and a password for the staff. Then you give the staff a role, or the role is called group. So when you select the role here, sorry, group. So this is the privilege. So you select teacher, it gives the person the teacher privilege. Select teacher like this. Yes. Yeah. Then the front desk. The front desk is basically for receiving letters, dispatching letters, and making an invitation notice. So when you come here, you have zero due invitation for tomorrow and zero due invitation for today. So when you come to invitations, this is the invitation side. So you can add new invitation. Then when you have a lot of records, you can filter by year, by month, by date of event, letter, so that you can get the filter. Then you have all your tomorrow's invitations here and your today's invitation. Now let's go back to the letters and come to the letter side too. When you want to add new, if you are receiving letter, you go to receive new letter. When you are dispatching letter, you go to dispatch new letter as well. Yeah, so basically that is it. You can export to Excel, you can export all data, you can export the current data. That is it for the front text. Then you have the SMS side. This SMS side, when you want to send SMS to a particular student, you can select select the class and select the particular student from here. Okay, maybe from to Johnson. Then you enter the message and send. Or you can select randomly from here, from this list, which students you want to send. Or you want to send to all students, you just select all students, yes. Then it will send the SMS to all their parents. So that is it for the SMS. And we have the school stuff. Before I go here, I would want to finish with this side, then we go to the school stuff. Now we have the account, the feeding fees. This is where uh, you can see your feeding fee record. So you get an analysis. So we have the total amount paid. You see the total amount paid here. Then total amount paid for today, total amount paid for this week, total amount paid for this month. you have it there. Then you have the total amount paid by each class for today. So just like it does in the attendance. So to give you class one, the total amount paid is 550 cedis. Class two, the total amount is 30 cedis. So that it will inform your judgment. Then you can this is where you see all the data of feeding fee. So you can select a particular class, then choose within dates and filter or export it to Excel. So when you filter it to give you that date range. So maybe I want to see only for class one. Class one, I want to see October 1st to October 2nd, which I don't have October 2nd, or to October 6th, which I don't have. I think I have only October 1. And I filter. So it filters and bring me that particular date. Okay. Yeah, so and you have students that have not paid today. So all the students that haven't paid today, you see them in the list here. Yes. That's all students that hasn't paid. You see them in the list. Just like that. Because I filtered class one, it has only class one in it. Yeah. So that's it for the feeding fee. Now enter fees for class. Now this side you select the particular academic year, then the term that we want to enter the fees for. Now you enter for class one, maybe they are paying 1,500, 2,500. Sorry. This is how the structure is supposed to be. Now the structure, you write it like this. So maybe stationary, stationary, sorry, stationary. Then you give space, put enter, then put maybe the amount 100. Then go to the next, maybe maintenance space equal to 300. Then go to whatever, maybe computer 500. This is how you are supposed to write the fee structure for all the classes and their respective amount. Then you save. So this is how you are supposed to write it. Okay. And this is there to help. So maybe let me select second term. It is for second term. So it's going to pick the first term balance as brought down. Sorry. So I'm doing for class one. Let me just do the same thing for class two, class three, then also class. Sorry. Let me just copy the same thing, paste them here, paste them here, paste them here. Now I save. Immediately I save, it will send SMS to the parents and it will give them the breakdown as if right here. Sorry, I think this is the SMS way. I'm not connected to the internet. You can see here. So the SMS isn't going, but the fee has been added, I think so. So it will send SMS to the parents, then give them the structure and everything as if entered there. Now you can enter fees for a single student. So when you come to enter fees, you see select the particular student, then you put the academic year, the structure and everything, like how we did it. This is how the structure is supposed to be. You put the amount due. If the person is paying deposit, or if the person wants to pay some, you don't put it, but if the person wants to pay the deposit, you put the deposit there as well, then you add fees. This is for a single student. Yes. So now when you come to view fees, the fees we entered will be there. So you see we have one 2,500 for this term, this second term. Yes, so 2,500. Now when you come up here, you see your total amount due, your total amount paid, your total balance and your total deposits. Everything will be there. So now you can export the whole fees here, or you can select a particular class to export that class fees. Okay. You can send a reminders to parents here, and you can generate the bill sheet. Now when you come to generate bill sheet, yes, I want to generate bill sheet. Then I select a particular class, maybe 2025. I select second term. I select class 1. Then I generate bill sheet. Now this one will download. You see, it has downloaded a fee structure. So when I open these fees, it will give me, the bill sheet for each student in the class. So you see them in the zip file. So when you open it, yes. So when you open it, that's where you see the bill sheet. So you see the arrears brought forward. If the person had a balance in the previous session, it will be listed here. Then the stationery is there, the maintenance, the structure you entered will be there, the student's name, the class, the academic year, and the date you are generating the sheet. So basically, this is it. Uh-huh. Yeah, so that's it for the generation. All right. Then you can filter by searching a class, or searching, sorry, a student. So when I enter John, I press enter. It has to filter and bring anybody by name John. So let me enter a name, like a Samuel. I press enter. Oh, it's not a Samuel. It's, sorry. Now you see when I enter ASA, it brought the ASA. I didn't spell that Samuel. Then you can receive fees. So this is where you can receive fees. So you go to receive fees, you choose the method of payment, then the amount the person is paying, maybe out of 2,500, the person is paying 500 cedis. Then now when this amount goes beyond the balance you see here, the remaining amount will automatically goes to the deposit. That is how it is done. When you see, when the amount, so maybe when I enter 3,000 here, the remaining 500 will go into deposit. So that's it. So I'm entering 500. Then the reference, you put the reference and the notes if you want to. Then you can save. SMS issue. Like I said, my data is off and I have to disable. So you see 500. So the person, the amount due was 2,500 and the person has paid 500. So the person has a balance of 2,000. Now, when the person doesn't settle this payment and we go to the next academic year, to use this one as a balance brought forward and to be added to the fees. So that's how it is. You can see all payments here as well. You can see all payments here. So just like everywhere, now you see receipt. You can click on receipt, then you print the receipt. Okay. You can see this one too. You can delete. But this one, these buttons you see is for only administrative privileges. Now, as you can see, now you can't see delete here because this isn't the current academic year. That's why the delete button is not there. Yes. So that's it. So you can print the current view. You can filter. You can see. You can filter by, and you can export to as well. Yes. Then you see it has the total amount paid. You can see it here. Now you can receive payment itself from here to here. You have to select, sorry, it's not supposed to be supplier, it's student. So it has to list the student and you select student, the amount the person is paying and everything, which I will change. So that is it for yeah. Yeah, so that is it for now. That's for the now we have other incomes. So when your school is making other incomes, you can add record an income. Yes. So you select record income, you go to academic year, and you enter those the details, then you save the source, the amount. Now, this side, anything that goes on in the school stores comes as other income. Any sales comes as other income, and any purchases comes as expenditure. Okay, so the same as expenditure, you can record expense, you can filter, you see your total expense for all time, total expense for today, total expense and everything. You can make your filtering and everything here. Then you have something called the daily analysis. So today, whatever you've made today, so the total fees paid for today is there, the total expenses for today, the total other incomes for today, then total feeding fee for today. You see them here. Now it will break down into into the sub way for like fees for today. You have the details there. So you see Asamoah paid 500 and it was received by Justice Hazen. So that is what we have here, 500. Then you see the expenditure, you see other income, you see the feeding fee as well. So this is basically your today or your daily analysis. Then we have a financial analysis here. This one will give you the financial analysis for the academic year 2024, 2025. Now you can see your total fees income 3,220 for this academic year. So you can see the total income here 3,612. Then your total expenses 2,266. Okay, so your total fees is this, your total feeding fee is this, your other income is this, your total expenditure is this. So now you have a net income of 3,346.50 pesos. Then now it breaks it down to term wise. So on in third term, this is what you had. In you can click on second term to give you second term. This is what you have, and your first time. This is what you have. So this is financial analysis, a simple financial. Now we have the banking. When you open the banking side, um, you have the the banks you would want to register, all your banks you want to register there, then your deposits and your expenditures. So sorry, your withdrawals and your deposits. Yeah. So you register your banks in there. You add a new banks. I don't know why it's delaying. Yes, you add your new banks, then you add your deposits, then you add your withdrawals as well. Let me check. Good. So like you can see, so you see the buttons here. So you have your banks, your deposit and your withdrawals. So you have your banks, like you have Barclays Bank Accra, the account number, the balance in there is 10,000. You can edit it, you can delete it. Now you have your total balance. So this total balance calculates all your balances from all your banks, then you put it there. Then to calculate all your total deposits, then all your total withdrawals. Now when you make withdrawals from a particular bank, it reduces the balance so that you can reconcile, like reconciliation. So now let's see, we want to make deposits to Barclays Bank. So I go to add Barclays. I want to deposit 500 cedis. Reference, I enter the reference there. Deposited by maybe Morrison went to do the deposit. Then the notes, some notes you want to write the notes there. Then the deposit date itself, I'll choose today, then I'll add deposit. Now when you see the bank, you see now we have 10,500 because we made a deposit of 500. Now we want to do withdrawal, we go to withdrawal, then we do the withdrawal, it will take the amount from it, just like, and it's the same as the suppliers you see here, the same concept. So you have your suppliers, you have your orders, then you have your payments. Okay, so that's the same concept we have there. Yeah, so now when you come to the assessment side, so you have the progress report. When you come to progress report, you can search by student. So John, sorry, yes, so I want to see Johnson's terminal report or academic progress report. So for first term, then I submit. If I have entries there, it will show your entry. So assessment for Johnson is this. academic year first term, class teacher is there, number on roll 8. So total presence 2 out of 4. You can see it there. So you can see mathematics, the class assessment, it will be equated to the grading settings you give. So at the back end, so you have the final score, the total score is this, then the grade will be there, then the remarks you gave in the grade, the grading settings you did at the back end, then the position will be there. Then also this one as well, and the position and everything. Now you have your remarks down here. You have the overall scores and you have the overall position. When you want to deny the positions, some schools don't want to show position. So you just click on here, then it will take the positions out of it. But you want it to just click on here, then go to print. Then now you can print the students' report just like this. Now you see the school reopen date will be there. It picks the next sections. Then you can even see your grading rules down there. So you see your scores, then you see your grade, everything. Yes, just like that. Yeah. Now you would want to print bulk report or progress report. So you go to print bulk, you select the academic year, you select the term, first term, then select the class, then go to generate report. Now this will generate report for all your students, for all your students is in that class. And now when you click on the print results, it will give you the print aspect of all the results. You see all the results of the students in that class. Then you can now go to print, and it will print all. When you connect it to a printer, then it print all for you. When you've uploaded signature, it will appear here just like that for you very nicely. All right. Then we have enter results. This is where you enter results basically. So you select the particular class, then select the subjects you want to enter. You select the academic year. But this academic year and term, you have to select it again. So when you go here, you have to select it again here. The academic year and the term. The first time you select it again, and the student will appear for you to enter. It happens we don't have any student in that particular class I chose. So let me go to enter results again. Let me choose class one. It looks like I've already okay. Choose science and choose first time proceed. Yeah, so the but like I said, when you come here, you have to change it again. You have to see whether it is the right session you are choosing. You can export this one to CSV and fill it manually and upload it again. Now the class score should be 100% and the exam score should be 100%, and the backend itself will do the calculation as you've structured. So when the person add 89 and maybe probably exams the person at 90, just like that, then the calculation by the way to be done by itself, then you save the results. Now you can see all results too as well. You can see all results. You can see all the results you've entered here. You can select a particular term, a particular academic year, the class, then you export the assessment, then you can see it. You can make your own review at the back end. Now we have view results. I think it's basically just like seeing the results. All the results is the same thing though. But you can filter here too. You can filter here as well. Then also when we come to cumulative record, this is where you choose a particular student for a particular class. Then you see all the results of the person. So from each academic year, so from this academic year to give you each term. So you have second term, you have first term, and if third term is there, it will come. Then it will go to the next academic year, maybe 2023, 2020, to give you. So it is just a cumulative, all the results, just like a transcript. Then you can print it as well. You can print it as well. Yes, you can print it as well. Yeah. So basically, that is it for now. And like I said earlier, the school stores, when you come to the school stores, it has its own way. So now you have product, it has its own dashboard. You can see the expired product, the product that are going to be expired in 7 days. You can see your total sales for the year. So it has its own dashboard here you can manipulate around. Yeah. So you can view expired products here, you can view expiring, the one expiring. You come to products, you come to products, you see all your products there, every product will be in there. Then you come to sales, you want to add sales, you go to create sales. You say if you want to sell to a student, you select a student here. If you don't want to sell to a student, you want to sell to someone outside, just enter the person's name here. You search for the product here. I don't know which product I used. There's no products like that. But you search for the product will pop up. You select, you enter the amount being paid. The quantity will be here. You select the quantity, you enter the amount being paid, then you go to create sales. Then when you go to create sales, it will come like this. Then you can view the sales here, or you can print receipt here when you have the small receipt printer. You can make purchases here, you can make expenses here as well. Then this is for outside customer outsourcing. So you can go back to the, so this basically a small walkthrough in the system. Thank you.